This is a Steam Greenlight trailer for Midnight Matinee. It's one of those trailers you look at and instantly know it belongs on the Best of Steam Greenlight trailer series. Because look at it. It's pure visual bloody gibberish. Some big drawing of a fish. That, I don't know what it is. Some side, like a shell or something? Those are people on a stage, I think, and that's someone who's tied up falling over. The text is in Chinese, so I don't know what the actual story is. But even visually, I have no clue. Some sound might be good, actually, but it's not that I've forgotten to up the volume on the trailer. This is one of those trailers that have no sound. Well, it doesn't have a no sound. There is some sound coming, which makes it worse. If they were just incompetent and uploaded this with no noises, that would be one thing. But it has audio. They've just decided all of this gameplay being shown doesn't need any of it. Which I think's a bit of a problem when you're trying to sell a game. It's honestly not exciting to sit here looking at the scrawlings of a very bored individual in complete mute silence. This isn't exciting. Trailers are supposed to wow the senses and get us amped, you know? Oh, hold on, someone's gonna talk. There's gonna be words. Here we go.
欢迎光临午夜剧场，我的朋友们。今晚的演出依然精彩，不过大家不用太为演员担心，那些只不过是表演效果而已。好了，有请我的徒弟们登台吧。
No, that didn't help me get what was going on, if I'm being honest. Also, recording it on a $5 Logitech headset doesn't help. I should know, I've done that before. Description! And the developer has put down a handy list, listing motives, reasons, things they intend to do. So let's go through the list and have a look at what we've got coming. 1. Hello Ventriloquist Who Midnight Theatre is my idea for a long time and for the first time to complete their own independent game. 2. Ventriloquist Who Midnight Theatre, using the RPG Maker MV, this software is very simple and the realisation of my thoughts. 3. At present, only the simplified Chinese language players in other languages, sorry. This game I want to try to replace the text with the picture language to solve the language problem. Right, that's a problem you want to solve before you try and sell the game to the world at large on Steam Greenlight. You are playing to an international crowd, you're trying to get an international crowd excited, you probably want to have other language options. You probably don't want to upload a trailer that's completely fucking silent, makes no visual sense, and then run your description through an automatic translator lazily so that we still don't understand what the hell your game is about. It's just not gonna make a great first impression to the widest possible audience. Ideally, just make sure your game's bloody finished before you try and sell it to people. How about that, huh? 4. The game is divided into 4 chapters. The Mask Girl, Middle-Aged Uncle, Double Ponytail Girl, The Boy Who Took the Role of the Adventures of the Cat Boy. Alright. 5. Although the individual produced a small game, I try to ensure the randomness of the game to ensure that every time you run the game feel different. 6. The script has been filled in, the content of the stability of the game will not be too biased to the horror or comedy, easily divided into. 7. I guarantee every week for a big update the game will play in the game to complete about 80% launch. 8. Because the Chinese New Year approaching, so we do not have to worry about the progress of the game, I am now fully up schedule. Art style because it is my personal production capacity limit, but I try to unify the style. I'm guessing that's a confession that the dev knows the art is shit, which again, make sure it's not shit before you put it on Greenlight. Just saying it's the best I can do, that's not good enough when you're trying to sell a professional product on a professional storefront, for as long as we can keep convincing ourselves Steam's a professional storefront. Get artists if you can't do it. Spend money to make the money, because in this current state, that ain't gonna make jack shit. 9. If this and the game has the honour to receive everyone's favour, it won't. All the money from the game I will put into my next game. Thank you for reading such a long introduction. I wish you 2017 happy. Yeah. Well, it's noble that you want to fund your next game, but ideally you gotta make your first game good. It's not like you need to hire some massively expensive artist or even have really detailed quality artwork. Look at Mike Bithell, who, full disclosure, I've worked with, I've done voice work for him. He did Thomas Was Alone, which visually is not the most impressive thing, but he worked hard on the writing to give each of those block shapes their own personality and made really interesting puzzle gameplay. Plus, keeping the artwork simple means it doesn't look like shit. And when I say simple, I mean clear and bold. I don't just mean drawn like a child's doodle that's stuck on a fridge. I think that's a problem with a lot of Greenlight developers. I think it's why so many games trying to get noticed on Greenlight look as bad as they do. It's because the developers don't work within their limitations. They know they've got limitations. They try and justify it in their descriptions, but that doesn't stop them. So they're like, no, I want characters to look how I want them to look. But I don't know any artists, I'll draw it myself, and it'll come out looking like shit, because they can't compromise. They can't compromise with reality. That's the problem. They have their idea in their mind of what they want to see, and if they can't do it, they're still gonna try and do it, when ideally, don't. Just don't try. Or if you do try, at least have the critical faculties to look at what you've done and realise that ain't acceptable. If I put that next to Dust of Elysium Tale, it's not gonna look very good, is it? Seriously, just stop it with this nonsense.